Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lag, and today we're going to be talking about a very sensitive topic in the AQ3D community as of the recording of this video. If you've been keeping up with the game, you'll see that they've added this thing here, leaderboards. It is not for PvP yet anyway, but it's for gifting. If you got my stream on Twitch last night, you'd have seen me change my opinion from initially hating it to being okay with it being here. But let's get into the specifics of that here. So, according to the design notes, and we'll read exactly what they have here, we were inspired by the way the community took initiative last year and all year with the other spawnables to make sure everyone was able to participate and receive gifts. We want those who spread the most cheer to be recognized, so we made the gifting rune leaderboard. The players whose gift tools share gifts to the most players will rise up the leaderboard. Don't have enough DCs to buy a gifting rune? We added some in the daily chest so everyone has a chance to get at least one rune for free during Frostfall. Be aware though, only regular gifting runes count towards your total and only the top 100 will be displayed. If you aren't in the top 100, you'll always be displayed as 101 even though you may be lower than that. The gifting shrub will fix this soon. So, unless I'm dumb, which I probably am, this reads to me as if you only get points for buying the gifting runes and summoning them, right? Which initially tilted me. Now if we go in game here, this bush says things a little differently. Want to get into gifting spirit? See the list of all the generous adventurers here. All players who battle your gift Tulu from your gifting runes will add points to your tally. Please note that Guardian gifting runes and Bush faction gold cards are not counted in this score. Alright, so what happened here? Your design notes read one way, and this says things a little differently. Maybe I'm just nitpicking here, but that could have been a little clearer. So I have enjoyed a lot of the updates recently, right? All of the cosmetics have been amazing. Like, don't get me wrong, the kind of work that goes into the artwork that is in this game is nothing short of amazing. I do not want to discredit that in any way. I'm in no way discrediting the work that the dev team and the artists put into this game, because it is a good game. But the tone that things have seemed to be taking lately is it it makes it very hard to keep being nothing but positive. So back to the leaderboard. Now, at the surface, there's nothing particularly special about this. It is good. It encourages people to buy things, it helps other people, and it doesn't change any of the core mechanics of the game. But I'll get back to that in a bit. I like to take things apart and make a list before I form my opinion, so I'll share my thought process with you. So let's put all the cards on the table. Reasons why the leaderboard is a good idea. Reason number one, it encourages the community to spend money on things that will benefit others, and these people will be recognized for it if they spend enough. Reason number two, the game needs money to run. If we want quality updates, the money to fund it has to come from somewhere. This game isn't pay to win, so this is another option to incentivize spending while also encouraging giving. Reason number three, people that want to spend money on this game have the opportunity to be recognized for it. Reason number four, it rewards players for spawning the gifts where there are the most people, which kind of encourages community building. Reason number five, this leaderboard can be used as a test for future, more important leaderboards, like PvP or other things. Reason number six, this leaderboard does not impact the way you play the game, as it does not change any of the core mechanics of the game and your ability to level, quest, or whatever it is you do in the game. So you can simply just, if you don't like the leaderboard, you can just ignore it, just don't look at it, right? But now let's move on to reasons why the leaderboard is a bad idea. I will in no way base this off of Twitter or my man Stormbringer's tweet about why this is a bad idea. I would never do that. It's not on screen right now. So, reason number one, shall we? Reason number one, this game has been around for years, and people have spent thousands on it without so much as a thank you, other than the Kickstarter stuff, right? So, to them, this leaderboard says, thanks for spending in the past. If you can't spend money anymore, we won't recognize you, or something like that. Reason number two, some people care about being recognized for spending, but a lot don't, right? Many heavy spenders refuse to be part of the leaderboard because to them it feels scummy. And some other reasons that I'll get into in reason number four. Reason number three, it has the potential to create animosity amongst the community and a prejudiced society in the game. If you want to see what I mean by this, just look at the AQ3D Twitter or look at the AQW Twitter in their response to the recent leaderboards on both. Reason number four, incentivizing people to spend money in the game is okay, because obviously the game needs money to run. But cash grab after cash grab without any quote unquote quality content makes players feel like a wallet. If you have content that's engaging enough, that will be a big enough reason for people to spend money on this game. As a side note, Battle Pass, unique rewards. Reason number five, people have spent so much on the game in the past year. Where have our quality updates been? I'm usually a positive guy, but to the casual player, none of the recent updates have made the game stand out in any way that makes people want to play if they aren't able to spend money in some way. As a subpoint, let's highlight the general disenchantment with the content right now. The Sansi dungeons are rough, right? The Jinn just got a big fix after being off for so long, but the Void Sharkin is still somewhat unplayable. Subpoint B. The raid is locked behind a power level that is seemingly unobtainable for casual players. How long has the raid been out? How many people have access to it? Why is the raid now dead? Subpoint C. PvP is fun, but it can be buggy, and it is a game mode that is dying even with the new map release yesterday. You still have been taking so long, maybe because people are busy with the gifting events, but I really enjoy PvP and I don't want it to die. Subpoint D. I wasn't around, but people say that player housing was promised this year, and there's been little word on it. I saw something on Twitter in a response to saying that they ran into challenges, but there's nothing that has been publicized or posted on their website about, addressing promises that have been made that haven't been fulfilled. Subpoint E. Players feel like there is no reason to log into the game, as many of their friends have been leaving due to not having any engaging PvE content to do. I know a lot of my friends no longer log on, and there are a lot of people who you'd never think of that are thinking of leaving this game, that like they've just been pinning their hopes on staying here on these updates, and it's been somewhat let down time after time. Let me just edit this in now. I want to take two seconds away from the points that I was making to stick this in after finishing the video. I know there are those people that'll say, if you don't enjoy the game, why do you still play? And if your solution to people not enjoying this game is for them to just quit and leave, I hope you enjoy having a very lonely game when everything is said and done and everybody is gone because you refuse to acknowledge constructive criticism of your community. Reason number 6. There is no direct benefit to the player buying the spawns because everything is very RNG based. And only the players that don't have the items that they drop really benefit from spawns. How many new players does this game have? I don't have these statistics to prove it, but there are people in the community that probably do. Reason number 7. People should give because they want to, not because they want to be recognized for doing so. And I know that might just be an issue of morality and the way I view things, but this is my thought process and I'm just explaining it. I refuse to take part in these in this leaderboard other than last night because I spawned stuff to test it, right? I know I spawned stuff in stream, but that does not mean that I wanted to necessarily be a bot. I didn't spawn enough to make me a permanent fixture on the leaderboard, right? And I will not be doing so until the leaderboard is filled with enough people to make sure that when I do have my event, I will not be able to be seen on that leaderboard. Because being on that leaderboard puts a target on your head because now people will associate you with being an in-game wallet. People will constantly be asking you for AP. People will be asking you for DC. People will be asking you to buy Guardian for them. Subpoint B. I host events, I spend money, and I play the game because I enjoy playing and I enjoy playing with the people in the community. I do not want people to engage with my content because I throw money at them. I don't want people to be my friend because I throw money at them. I want people to engage with my content if they think it's good content. Don't get me wrong, I will still host events and spend money into giveaways, but I don't want that to be the focal point. I want my interactions, the relationship I build with the community to be genuine. Reason number 8. And if this does not drive it home, I do not know what will. Having a leaderboard is a good idea because it highlights people that have the ability to spend insane amounts on this game. But it makes people that don't feel like it makes them feel like they do not matter. And would you want to play a game where you feel like you do not matter? And I know that it is not fair to compare games because they don't have their own management style, their playthroughs, their core elements, things that make them unique. But when you look at games that have leaderboards for spending, some of those games are losing a lot of players because a lot of top spenders start to feel like they are nothing but a wallet to the company. At the end of the day, we know that the game needs money to run and that they value the money that we spend on the game. But if someone is able to spend $10 or $20 and $10 or $20 is all that they have to spend, and they choose to spend it on your game as opposed to all of the other options out there, do you not want them to feel like they matter? In this holiday season, in a year where people have lost so much, what people really need to feel like in a game where they call home, where we call home, is to feel included, to feel like they belong here. And if you as a company don't see why it's important to make your players the people who support this game, the people who play, the reason who give the other spenders, like my friends, even myself to an extent, reason to spend money on gifting things. If you don't see why it's important to make them feel like they matter, then what are you really doing? And How much longer do you think it will last?